Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Word here again, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to be using, once again, this log launcher slash troop launcher army, Root Rider army that I've been running the last couple of days. I've been perfect now for 5 days in a row. So we're trying to lock in today. Unfortunately, we had a couple fails. We went 295. I had 299% today and a 95%. That was, probably would have tripled, but wasn't a very clean attack. But the two others were just quite unfortunate. And to be honest, today my defense is getting wrecked. So I'm probably going to be going negative. But yeah, we'll try and lock in for this end of season. And hopefully we can get our top 1K finish. We'll be resetting, 57, 50 if I get tripled on this final defense. But regardless, there's many days left in the season. Still 9 days left. So we're going to lock in and hopefully get this top 1K. But without further ado, let's jump right on into the hits. All right. First attack of the day, and we get ourselves an Invis Rage core base. Let me turn down the volume. There we go. And I like to attack this one by trying to get my Royal Champion into this Fire Spitter compartment. And just by looking at all the decorations, it's telling me it's not trapped, and this compartment is looking very trapped. So in that case, I'm going to be sending my Royal Champion up here, getting the log launcher ready, since that's what I'm going to be using on this base. I'm going to be trying to jam my troops straight into that Rage Tower as quick as I can to get my Warden ability off in there. So the plan's going to be Royal Champion on this side, King and Queen with the log launcher from 6 o'clock, and then root straight through this Ricochet Cannon compartment. We're going to see right here, okay, 3 Ice Golem comes out. I was really hoping to maybe just go get the Monolith, but it doesn't look like she's going to path that way, and that's fine with me. I'm going to try and pull these Ice Golems just out to here. And maybe get like one Valkyrie onto this Headhunter and try and kill the Ice Golems, because that would be nice. We'll see how this ends up. Looks like a couple furnaces will jump on it. But yeah, here we go. We're going to be going in with especially the arrows to trigger that invisibility tower in the core. I'm going to get the Skelly spell down right there to help out. We got to wait a bit to let the funnel get set, but then we're going to come right in right here. So I waited just long enough right here. You see, it's kind of hard. You'll learn kind of just when that'll be, but to allow your queen to get the rest of these defenses, and boom, now they have nowhere to go but straight into this core. I'm going to freeze on the entry to kind of slow down all the damage, but also stop that invis tower. Looks like the log launcher got it down, so I didn't have to worry. I'll pop the king ability right here because I thought it was going to help out, and it didn't. But yeah, we're looking really good. This one's just a very simple approach on this type of base. I've hit it many times. And yeah, we're going to be rolling around. I could be using the overgrowth onto this bottom section to try and keep everything together, but I think we're fine right here. Actually going to be swagging the overgrowth, it looks like. Royal Champion, I'm popping Spear right here because, just get the Headhunters in, because I don't want her to have to run over here and then die. Just going to let her help out the heroes, kind of pick all this off, and then she should swirl right back around, boom, right there behind the Root Riders again. So that's why I used the Spear when I did. I wanted to allow her to get her value, but then circle back and help out the army. But yeah, so we're going to just 3-star this one, swagging 2 invis spells and an overgrowth. This is just a very easy base. If you come across it, just approach it like that, funneling out the corner that's not baited. This one had a bunch of holes, whereas this one just had decorations, so I knew it wasn't baited, and easy 3-star. Let's keep it going. Alright, here we go into the next one, and we got ourselves a Hook Tower double rage base. This is interesting. Let me think of what I would like to do, because I could try to charge a rage tower. I think I actually got a good idea right here, though. That multi-inferno I'd like to get ice golemed, but yeah, I like this idea that I'm cooking up right here, so should be able to charge pretty far, I think, down this wing. So I'm going to try to. If I can get all the way to the rage tower, that would be insane. I'll try and single cycle my way, but we'll see if we hit some bait. I'm going to be trying to go with the log launcher through the multi and the monolith right there all the way to the core. I think that should keep going to the builder hut. I don't have to worry about the Tesla. Nice, okay. I had a redirect ready, though, like I was hovering over that spot. Right here, I'm probably going to be double cycling just because of that damage from those defenses would be a lot onto my Fox. But yeah, we're kind of cooking right here. If I can get into that Rage Tower, that's more important to me than this defense. So I'm actually going to skip over the Ricochet Cannon right here to the Rage Tower. Take it down. And yeah, it's just more valuable because now these defenses won't be raged up. And yeah, as I mentioned already, if I can get the thing iced up here, then it wouldn't hit my troops. But, like an idiot, I already sent my log launcher so that the ice effect isn't even going to stop this. I wanted to get down a skeleton spell for the mono right here, but I was too slow, so it's picking away at my troops. Anyway, though, we still got a good funnel. right into this wing with the log launcher. Okay, it took down the hook tower. Nice, that was its goal. These Yetis seem to be a little stuck, so they're not really going to do too well right here. But yeah, we're going to be cooking with a nice poison spell right there. Just a rage and warden through all this, through the Giga Bomb and raged up defenses. I waited for those Valks to get like half health so that I could really use the healing tome value and the raged up healer value. But looks like the Yetis should probably go get the gear tower as they're dying, so that's why I'm not really doing anything about it. Should be getting headhunters in for these 2 heroes right here, and I'll save one for the queen on the back end. So yeah, we're just kind of slowly working our way through this base, and it's absolutely crushed. I mean, I got the RC charge just way too perfect right there. Kind of pulled the rage tower and got the whole funnel set. Log launcher did its job to continue the funnel, and yeah, we're just going to smash through this base. So this was looking awesome. There's my last headhunter that I had saved. Might be a second late because this giant. Okay, good. I won't finish off the queen, so I actually get some value from my headhunter right there. But once again, going to be swagging the overgrowth spell. Just not going to need it since the RC and log launcher set perfect pathing on their own. So we'll swag the overgrowth right there onto the plant castle, and we'll get another triple and keep it going. Alright, here we go into the next one. And we've got another Invis Rage Core base. I'm looking for any hints of where traps are. I don't see any decorations. I see the Giga Bomb here, but there's really nothing else, which is very interesting. The thing is, if I wanted to RC charge just where the Giga Bomb is, I'm just not really getting that clean of a funnel. Yeah, I do have an idea though, and I think it'll work, is if I do try and go straight into that right there. Okay, one, there's a lot of Teslas, but we should be fine through the Teslas. There might be more on the left, okay, there's not. But yeah, what I'm thinking is I'm going to double cycle right here just because the Fox already got hit. You have to invis the storage, the building that the Fox was hitting, otherwise it'll continue to hit it. So that's why you have to drop that invis a little bit further back. I just need to get down these bomb towers to really set a good funnel, so I'm dropping this invis at 7 because she won't take long to get through them. And yeah, we'll work that right there. I'm going to be setting up the giant arrow to trigger the core, but also get the log launcher set up right there as I do. Ice Golem, there's the spell. So now we're coming in right here into the clan castle. Probably should have started my roots a little bit earlier because, yeah, there's just going to be a while before I get into that core. But I'm setting a very wide funnel. I forgot my headhunter though. It's a little unfortunate for this king, but surely I almost got that ricochet cannon down. Okay, I'll get my poison down though. Pretty well timed right here. I just don't want to risk this invis tower coming back, so I'm going to freeze right here because it stops the rage tower from going and putting damage on me, but it also, as I mentioned, stops that invis tower from having a chance of even coming back. And I'm waiting for right here for my Valks to come back in, but also my Warden to kind of group up with the roots. There he goes. I don't know if he caught any of them, but I had to catch a couple of them because he was lagging behind just a little too much. But we're going to get the king ability off right here. I don't know. I'm going to be actually using the overgrowth right here to path everything down to that bottom side because I don't want them to kind of split and go to each direction. I need to keep everything together because I don't have much on this one. So Headhunter actually is really well timed right here. And it looks like my world champion is going to take down the enemy queen. Since there's not a lot of base left, I would say it's safe to say that we've tripled this one, but we just got to make sure we get through the ricochet cannon and expo right here, right where my world champion and warden are standing. But I'm going to pop the spear right here to get my world champion to kind of stop right on top of them. The invis spell is huge right here just to kind of stop the expo and ricochet cannon from shooting any of the stuff they could reach. And yeah, we're going to get the 3-star right here. It wasn't very clean right from, you know, my heroes. Definitely I think we're too early because the funnel that they set was kind of just before my roots even had got to this compartment, but we still get the 3-star, and let's keep going. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, interesting double rage base. The one thing I'd say I noticed though is that there's not a lot of spot for giant bombs, and if you look carefully, both of these compartments have so many decorations, so I can definitely kind of run the edge of this wizard tower, try and get into that rage tower compartment. And I think that'd be a good plan right here. I'd rather not go into the scatter shots. But I think my plan is going to be straight into this. Actually, I'm going into the scatter shots. But my plan changed up a little bit. That's why. I'm going to be going with my log launcher straight from 6. I know it's tough right here doing this charge. But if you can get one of the rage towers at least triggered, and then you can go with the Eternal Tome to the other, you're always fine. The problems are when you don't get one of them down and you charge the other, but now you don't have anything. So yeah, we're going to be trying our best right here to go. I'll probably going to redirect, and then the 6th timing. Yeah, I figured I lost my Fox right there. As long as I can take this down, one more shot. Nice. That's the value I kind of needed right there. I'm going to set up the log launcher through 6 o'clock, as I'd mentioned. There is the skeleton spell. Trying to maybe tank for the giant. Even if I can keep him alive a little bit, that'd be pretty nice. Yeah, we're going to get the royal champion right there. I didn't need 2 headhunters. That was a little bit of a waste, but it is what it is. Yeah, we're coming in with everything right here. All the Valks. King is coming on that flank. Okay, I thought he was going to be getting targeted, so kind of lucky that he wasn't. But yeah, Warden ability right here just because my roots were really getting crushed by this Rage Tower compartment, which I'd figured. You know, I knew the Rage Tower was going to be tough to get into. That's why I had the Warden ability planned for it. The roots should turn back in. There they go. This might be one where I'm going to be popping the Overgrowth kind of over here to help the Yetis get into the Town Hall. They got the Yetis and the Queen, but my Royal Champion's taking some big damage, and I don't like that because she might go down right here, and I don't have a whole lot left. So this one's not looking amazing because, yeah, Royal Champion dies right there. Queen goes and gets the Town Hall, but I don't really have much resources left. I don't usually have my Royal Champion die like this, but that's usually because I have my Spirit Fox. I didn't have a very clean charge on this one, and it might come to bite me because, yeah, I don't really have anything left in this army, to be honest with you. My Queen's going to die over there. I'm going to pop, not my freeze yet. I got to kind of save all my resources, but yeah, we'll see what we got. I'm going to poison onto the Minion Prince. It's the last hero. Got some archers already cleaning up, but I really don't... Yeah, I just have my king left, so this one's not looking very good at all. I got the king and 1 witch. Sneezy goes down, so I won't even have his support. Okay, I got 2 witches alive, but still, I don't think that's enough to 3-star this base. I'm going to pop the freeze right here onto the enemy defenses that were shooting my king right there, and I do have a bunch of snakes, to be fair, rolling around the base, but I still don't think it's going to be enough. I'm going to pop the spiky ball right here. Oh, I thought it was targeting all the defenses right there, but my king still has Phoenix, so I don't know if he's quite going to be able to get through this Expo and Scatter Shot, but I'm trying my best right here to use everything as well as I can. I really didn't have a great charge, and it costed me to lose my Royal Champion, but I still think we might get this one because the Warden's going to have enough DPS with this Witch. I think just to get down the Scatter Shot, and the king will die, but then the Phoenix itself should be able to help out with the Warden to do enough damage because the king won't get through the wall, but the Phoenix should have like 8 seconds right here based on when he died. Yep. And so we're going to get down the Scatter Shot, and I hope we can get this Builder Hut because it'd be really nice to get this 3-star. Oh, I think we're going to time fail. Yep, time fail. Super unfortunate. I mean, it was a really bad Royal Champion charge, so that's what got me, but I'm still fine with that. All right, the biggest thing you can do when you fail is bounce back, right? Like, it's not about failing because that'll happen. It's about bouncing back from that and, you know, how to not fail your next one. So if I'm planning on this base, same kind of thing with Double Rage. I got to get into one of them. And to me, it looks like I might have to charge this top one because I think I could get through it fairly easily. So I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, get the Royal Champion into this section right here. Turns out it goes to the Wizard Tower anyway. Could have put her a lot closer then. I'm going to go with the Invis right here over top into the Bomb Tower. She'll go into the Ricochet Cannon next. Maybe I can snipe down this Archer Tower and not have to worry about my RC pathing to it. Nope, she does. It's a little unfortunate. I don't want her to go around this base, and she's going to. So this is not a good charge once again. What am I doing? My Royal Champion's going to dive in, though. So she's going to still get in here, but I lose the Fox right there. And as I mentioned before, I really want to get this Rage Tower down. Nice. So we do actually get it down, though. And I don't want to go into the Fire Spitters. I really don't. So I'm going to try and get my roots right here just to be avoiding the Fire Spitter. Need my Queen right there to set up a bit of a funnel. There's the King. I'm getting in right there the Troop Launcher. And honestly, okay, I didn't want my Warden ability to go off. It would have been okay, but I'd rather use it through the other Rage Tower, so I'm kind of glad it didn't go off right there. Got a nice Golem that definitely was too late, but you know what? I'm still going to be using it. And then right here, I'm going to get a really nice poison spell actually, but Rage and Warden ability is actually massive. I've got my Queen actually rolling to the Town Hall, which is also huge because she's going to get a lot of value right here. I'm actually going to be popping the Overgrowth right here to just kind of limit the damage of the Rage defenses. I can't leave them all out because then I wouldn't be able to get everything that I'd left Overgrowth, but I think this is enough to mitigate damage but then still be able to kill it, so that's what I'm trying to do right here. My Royal Champion's going through this, and this was another really bad charge, so I hope we can pull this one out, but it's also not looking amazing. I gotta use this freeze spell really well. That's the thing on this one. I'm just gonna pop it on this Ricochet Cannon. I probably should have hit the Expo, but I didn't think it was quite coming back yet. The Ricochet Cannon goes down though, which is huge. Nice, I get the Spiky Ball to path into the multi-inferno, which is also nice. And we're looking all right, to be honest. I don't know really, like, oh man, everything kind of just died off. So once again, honestly, just a terrible charge by me. Yeah, my Royal Champion didn't set a funnel, and we're gonna fail this one. So yeah, that's what'll happen. You know, you have, I tried to bounce back. I didn't really think I did much different. I didn't think of this one any different after I'd failed, but I still make a mistake. So let's clean it up here. All right, we're in the next one right here, and we got ourselves another double rage. Let's see what we can do against this one. I think what I'm going to try and do is an approach that I've done many times on these bases. So I'm just going to charge from this corner right here. Oh man, my Fox took a lot of damage right there. I was really hoping there wasn't many more bombs. So it looks like my Fox is going to die again. This is the third attack in a row. Usually I have her alive, so that's definitely quite unfortunate. I'm not going to get this Expo down either, but I still think that's okay. My Aura is going to take that down. Nice. Okay, that's the value I need. I'm going to be sending in the giant arrow right there. The log launcher's got to come a little bit higher. I think I nailed that placement, actually. There's the King and Witches. I'll wall break them in a little bit later and on the attack. Getting the skeleton spell up high right here, and yeah, I'm going to be trying to get in towards this monolith and then the core. So I've got my King working around, just keeping an eye on them because I will need to wall break in later, as I mentioned. But this one's looking very good because I've kind of got everything working together very well. My wall break was supposed to go for that ricochet cannon, so that didn't work out in my favor right there. There's the nice warden ability through these double rage tower compartments, which is just awesome. And this spiky ball will go to the ricochet cannon and Expo, which is very nice. My Royal Champion is still doing decently. I'm actually going to pop the overgrowth right here just because the fire spitters were both raged up and on my troops, and I'd rather them not for now. So yeah, it looks like my King is dead. Queen, I sent the Headhunter to help her fighting this enemy King. I've got the Royal Champion ability right here to try and let her not kind of lunge forward once again. Want her to stay back and then get these fire spitters when she's back. So the Queen's definitely doing fine right here. She's going to get down this. And I'm saving the freeze for her. Okay, the Frosty might be enough because I wanted to freeze that and the Town Hall. That'd be good value. But with Royal Champion alive, we're going to 3-star this one, which is nice. Back-to-back fails right there. Okay, let me actually invis the Royal Champion. But yeah, back-to-back fails right there is not ideal at all after like 5 or 6 perfect days. So that does sting a little bit. But yeah, you know what? We move on. We got this 3-star and try and continue to lock in and just finish out the day. So we're doing well right here, and World Champion comes in. There we go. We're going to finish this one off, and let's try and finish out this day. All right, here we've got ourselves a double poison diamond base, and to be honest, I'm going to do an approach that I haven't done all too much. You guys probably haven't seen it, but I think it's extremely strong. So what I'm going to do is try and get my charge into the scattershot compartment. How it's going to work is after this multi-mortar, I'm going to go into the multi-arch, and then I'm going to try and redirect into the Expo. I was going to say I don't know if I need to get the scattershot down. I think I do. It's not the path my log launcher is going to take. So right here, I actually might get hit by the Giga Bomb. So maybe I place my World Champion, yeah, in a poor spot because I would have liked to. Okay, I just double invised on top of her. I don't know how that just happened, but that's not good at all. I'm going to try and, oh my goodness, she's not even going to get down the Crusher Mortar. So that's not good at all. I don't know what just happened, but going to get the Ice Golem down anyway. There's the log launcher that I'm trying to set up to go get the Expo and multi-arch that you see right here, but then that Fire Spitter as well. I wanted to position it to open up the core multi that my Queen would hopefully go in and get, so I didn't do that very well, but we're going to come in right here behind that multi. I'm actually, oh man, that meant to be my Baby Dragon. How am I misclicking everything today? But yeah, we got the Valksten right here. Getting the poison ready, there it is. The King is not walking at all. This is just, oh man, this is awful. Got a huge back end to go through as well. Literally everything's inside the base. I got nothing funneling for me. This is so bad. So I'm going to pop the spear right here just to try and keep my RC behind the troops. And that actually worked out pretty well for me. Right here I'll pop the Warden ability because there's a bunch of poison towers. And I was getting hit by the multis as well. But I'm going to rage up as I go through this core. I think I'm going to overgrowth this back end to keep everything just together for now. Keep going up to the top. get through what I can, stay kind of as much as I can healthy through it, and then make my push for the backside. So yeah, I got my my queen and royal champion up top right there, and king on the outside. So queen's actually going to get that down, which is really nice. So as bad as this was looking, I think this one looks absolutely crushed now. I'll be getting a very nice skeleton spell right here. I'm actually going to freeze right there. I think that's hitting my queen. Nice. So that crusher mortar is just shutting me down. That's no good. And the timing is really bad right here because my world champion coming in is going to die, and then my king is going to come in to help. So he's just coming in to help, what do you call it, like surgically. He's not coming in when my other troops need support. He's going to come in when, you know, he decides to on his own, or I'm going to have no troops left alive. So that's very unfortunate, but to be honest, this spiky ball should clear right here. I'm waiting for that poison tower to go down so I can hit the rest of the base. There it is. And yeah, the spiky ball just clears right there. So we get the 3-star, and let's get into the last attack of the day. Alright, here we go, final head of the day. Okay, that looks like a very good log launcher, but I do got to take this a little bit differently because there is the fire spitters up there, but I do need to get a rage tower down. So in that case, I think what I'm going to do is go into this rage compartment, because if the Giga Bomb's baited, I'm cooked. If this side's baited, I still might be able to make my way through it. So I'm going to single cycle the first one, but then double cycle afterwards, and hopefully I can get the Expo down and the rage tower, of course. But I think we'll be looking pretty fine right here. It looks like there's going to be some more giant bombs, yes, but I still think we're looking very good. Nice. So that I was a little worried I'd have to use an invis right there. There's my next one. We're going to be getting into this air defense and then actually carving into the multi. So I will pop this because I want to get that multi down. That was baiting me pretty hard though. One more shot. Nice. So we do get that down, which is just phenomenal. And I'll go with the log launcher right here because that will kind of kill most of the CC, to be honest with you. Yep, look at that right there. And then I'm going to pop the baby dragon right here. And wait for the ice golem. Nice to tank. And right now my Diggy or Sneezy probably is tanking the air defense shots, and I don't like that, but I will get a very nice rage warden ability, yep, to save that royal champion that was getting targeted by the scatter shot and was 1 HP. So I like that a lot. Now I'm going to get the king and witches in, which might have been a little bit too slow, but I got him right there. Okay, our royal champion was getting targeted by the mono, so I'll pop the spear right here. There is the overgrowth to kind of keep everything hopefully going to the left, but some things might go to this queen. Yeah, most of the roots are going to the left though. Okay, there goes the queen, so everything's going to the left. That's awesome. That's why I used the overgrowth to not let stuff split. I lost a couple yetis, but that's okay. We got the main army. We're walking right here. I'm going to poison this minion prince because I don't think I'll get a headhunter in, and it needs to be slowed down. I got an ice golem though right there as well. And yeah, on this one, we're not looking too clean. I got a king ability, and that's about it, to be honest with you. But I'll pop the skeleton spell to help out of this minion prince. We can get the multi down, which is nice, but then yeah, I'm really going to run into some trouble with this minion prince and ricochet cannon. So that skeleton spell I was hoping was going to help, and it's not really yet. But, oh, my queen dies as well, so we should be able to get through this section though, and then my king might be able to get that scatter shot down. It's going to be close though on this one as well. This was not a very clean attack at all. But yeah, royal champions rolling around the outside. I just got king and witches now. I'm trying to clean up a lot of things so that the spiky ball can get into that core pretty quickly and stop that scatter shot from getting healed, but it's not going to, it'll kill the builder hut anyway. So yeah, I'll wait right here for 93%, which I guess is going to happen just right there. We hit everything left on the base. I'll get another Barbin to help me really clear that wall in time, but the witches aren't really helping, so I think I'm going to time fail because I just won't be able to get over these walls. The king's trying his best, and a bunch of snakes are spawning since he didn't take too much damage early in this attack. But yeah, the witches, I was hoping the snakes went for the scatter shot because it looks like my witches are going to help get this fire spitter, but they didn't. So I'm going to get another 99% time fail, I think, which is really unfortunate. Yeah, we will. So that sucks a lot, but you know what, it is what it is. 2 on the same day. Yeah, not a great day for me at all, and we'll bounce back tomorrow.